Well, well, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, if you've watched any of the few videos that I've put up on fishing, you will know that the thing that I'm stressing, that I'm trying to get across to you, period, is how to catch fish. And what catches fish is knowledge. And that knowledge, the knowledge that it takes to catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world, any time of the year, was discovered by a man named Buck Perry back in the 1940s. And he put all of his knowledge down in book form, then eventually into a full course for classroom and on the water teaching. Now, Buck Perry is the father of modern fishing. He's the father of structure fishing, okay? Every bit of modern fishing, technology and all, owes its existence to a man named Buck Perry, and most people don't even know him, never even heard of him. But nevertheless, well, there's a good reason for that. Most people, I won't say people, but businesses like lure manufacturers, boat manufacturers, and things like that, they don't really want you to know who Buck Perry is and get a hold of his knowledge, because they won't be able to sell you everything. Because most fishermen are looking for the magic formula, and that is how to buy success. Go down to Bass Pro Shop and buy success in the form of some kind of a lure or something. Well, that's not what catches fish. What catches fish is knowledge. Well, Buck put that knowledge down. He made his living for several years going around the country teaching successful fishing. Not selling lure, teaching successful fishing. And he had a few people to assist him in that. And his number one instructor was a man named Don Dixon. Well, Don Dixon was Buck was satisfied that everything that he knew, Don also knew. So Don was his number one instructor. Well, unfortunately, Buck died a few years ago, and Don retired. But thank goodness Don came out of retirement long enough he realized that nobody out there is teaching successful fishing. They're trying to sell you lures. All these fishing shows and the vast majority of YouTube channels and everything else, they're trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm trying to point you to what really catches fish, and that's knowledge, and that knowledge is free. It won't cost you a dime. Successful fishing is cheap. It's free. It don't cost you anything, period. But failure can be mighty expensive. You just keep going down and buying this and that and the other, hoping it's going to be the key to your success. It don't work. You can spend a fortune and still wind up catching few fish. You can invest a little bit of time to learn how to catch fish. That don't cost you a dime. Don't cost you anything. So, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, go to Don Dixon Fishing on YouTube, and you will learn how to catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world any time of the year. Now, in the previous videos that I put up, I've stressed knowledge and where you can gain that knowledge is free of charge. I'm not affiliated with Don Dixon. I don't know Don Dixon, nothing else. But I've been a disciple of Buck Perry for 50 years. I have followed his teachings. I have followed him down the line for 50 years, and they led me, and they will lead you from the printed page or whatever straight to the fish. Then once you locate the fish, then he tells you how to catch them. Well, all that knowledge is down for Don Dixon. I followed it for 50 years. It worked. It worked for me, and people ask me to tell them how I catch fish. Well, knowledge is going to take you just a little bit of time. So if you will go to Don Dixon Fishing on YouTube, look it up, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Don't start at the top, you just get confused. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, start at the very beginning, and you will learn how to catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world, any time of the year. Well, the previous videos that I'd put up were just to try to encourage you to do that. And I showed in there a little bit of what it took to catch fish on that particular day that I videoed that stuff, and that was all basically on pretty much one trip. But anyway, what it showed, what I attempted to show you, what you will learn is that of all the things that you can control in your fishing, there's only 5 things: the color, the size, the action, the depth, and the speed of your lure. Now, when you try to find out the combination of all those 5 things, that's a daunting task. So if you will eliminate the 3 things that most people, most fishermen pay the most attention to, and that's size, color, and action. You can experiment with all the size, color, and actions you want to, and that's going to be a slow road to success. When you go out there and you look at that lake and it's 100,000 acres, and you just start approaching it with size, color, and action, your chances of success are very, very low. But if you will go with the 2 things that make a difference, is depth and speed. And depth means not just how deep, but where depth. Where do you apply your depth control? So that can be learned real easy. You go to the water, you know exactly where to go. You know exactly where those fish ought to be. So then you start applying your depth and your speed control. Well, in the previous videos, it showed you how important on that day depth and speed was. Depth had to be precise, speed had to be precise, and speed on those days was very, very fast. Well, I would like to kind of point out that speed is relative, you know. Speed's anywhere from 0 to lickety-splitting the crew through the water. Okay, it's very, very fast. But in the other videos, it was a fast speed. Matter of fact, the speed control is anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5, 7 miles an hour. And that's fast. Way too fast for most fishermen. But I looked back a couple of years ago. I mean, I'm not trying to make fishing videos or to start a fishing channel, okay? And I just started the YouTube channel just so my wife and I could watch our own stuff. And it just sort of took off from there. But anyway, a couple of years ago, we went down on her birthday. She wanted to go fishing with me. Now, I'll show you what kind of woman she is. For her birthday, she's going to grace me with going with me. And she is my favorite fishing partner. I love that woman. She's a good woman. Anyway, she's going to go with me. Well, it's midsummer, and through a knowledge gained from Buck Perry, the same knowledge that you can gain from Don Dixon, I knew I'm going after stripers, big stripers. That's my target. I knew from knowledge gained where those fish ought to be. So before I went down there, I eliminated almost all the water, and I narrowed it down just to very few little, very small places. So I go down into my very first place that I'm going to try. I go out and I know the fish should be there. The time of the year and everything else, I know they should be there. So the next thing is, how am I going to catch them? Well, in this particular instance, well, let me just give you a little tidbit. Buck Perry, when we talk about depth and speed control being your primary concerns, speed can be anything from 0 to, like I said, very, very fast. So when it comes to your lures, Buck broke them down into a few categories. The slowest speed that you can possibly use to catch fish is dead bait. Dead. Laying there on the bottom, not moving, dead as a hammer. That's the slowest speed that you can use, and at times, particularly in cold water, that's very effective. Dead bait can be much more effective than live bait at times. But anyway, your slowest speed is dead bait. Coming up the speed ladder, the next is live bait. Next is what Buck referred to as jump lures. That's any kind of lure that you give the action or the movement to with rod action. And then the last was free running, bottom bumping. This is something that you can control or you crank through the water. And when it added bottom bumping, that will eliminate the vast majority of the lures out there, because they're just not strong enough, substantial enough to stand bumping across rocks and stuff for a pastime. But anyway, that's your 4 categories. Well, most of the time, Buck will teach you that the quickest way to locate fish is through trolling. You find out where you think he should be, then you troll the area to find it. Well, and that's what I do 99% of the time. But in this case, in this instance, trolling's out. There's no way in the world I can troll it. Not because of the depth. I could reach the depth, but where I'm going to be fishing is right along the edge of the original river channel where it drops off, where the drop off. Well, that's tree line. There's a lot of trees down there. Well, I can't troll through those trees, okay? What I've got to find is little openings in between the trees, right along the edge of that river, right along the edge of the drop off. And then I've got to be able to effectively fish it. Well, the only way I can do it really good is dropping live bait right straight down to where I think the fish ought to be. And in this case, I don't think dead bait's going to work at all. If I put bait down there and it died, got nothing. What I need, people say, fish don't want dead bait, they want live bait. They prefer live bait. It's not that they prefer live bait over dead bait, it's that the fish is down there and he's kind of lethargic. He's down there in that deep water, whatever, and he's kind of lethargic. And there's just dead bait laying there. They're hanging there in the water. It don't interest him. But if you put a fresh live bait down there and it's darting around all over the place, that arouses him. It's not that it's fresh, it's that it's moving. The movement is what entices the bite there. That's what gets him to bite. But anyway, on this trip, instead of being 7 miles an hour, 6.5, 7 miles an hour flying through the water to get a strike, in this trip, it's deep water, very, very slow fishing. So this is the opposite end of the depth and speed control, pretty much you might say. So I dug out some old footage that was not intended to make a fishing thing at all. It was just my wife's birthday. So we go down and we film a little bit of her birthday so we can keep that, and that's it. So I dug out some of that footage, put it together to try to illustrate another aspect of knowledge. Knowledge, I knew where those fish should be. I also knew what I thought it was going to take to catch them, and it worked. So, knowledge catches fish. Knowledge is free. Don't cost you a dime. All you got to do is go to Don Dixon Fishing on YouTube. Learn how to catch any kind of fish anywhere in the world, any time of the year. So, do yourself a favor and do that. And learn how you can catch fish darn near every time you go to the water. And you'll catch more fish than you ever dreamed about. All it takes is knowledge, and knowledge can be learned. If I can learn it, you can learn. See you on the water. Anyway, we're heading out way before daylight.
Yes, at 10 minutes to 5. I must be crazy. Well, anyway, we're going fishing.
We are.
We're going to have a fun day. 4:51.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Beautiful out here.
It's a little bit early on the lake. Downright pretty it is.
It's beautiful.
I love being out here this time of the day. You can see her a little bit better now. That's the birthday girl.
It's beautiful out here.
Okay, birthday girl. Hey, if you see something we're about to hit, point which way to go.
Okay. Might not be too good. I've only got one contact in.
This is, hey honey, this is where we're actually gonna fish. Right here. Right at the dock. But I gotta go up here and get us some bait first.
I don't suppose Dennis has ever recorded himself flinging the net.
Do what?
I don't suppose you've ever recorded yourself flinging the net. There's a few critters in there.
That's actually enough.
Huh?
That's actually enough, but some of them's real small, so I'll make one more cast.
Okay. Well, we have a visitor with us. He says, "Quit catching my fish." Okay. The reason I keep cutting your head off is because the boat's rocking. The reason I keep cutting your head off because the boat's rocking.
Because you're mad?
Huh?
Because you're mad?
I'm mad at you. I'm gonna cut your head off. Oh, yeah. Wow. Now,
Yeah, if you can come up with that in the first cast, you're done. She about threw me in the lake. Shame on you.
this is getting rigged up. This is a lot of stuff to do before you can even start fishing.
I told her I was going to video her sleeping. She said she wasn't going to sleep no more, but there she is yawning.
I got up at 4 o'clock.
Do what?
I got up at 4 o'clock.
You did.
I got fuzzy hair.
Yeah, she's been up early.
Contact blew
Have
out
you had
my
any
eye somewhere down the way.
I hadn't had a spot of coffee yet. I believe I'm going to get me a drink.
Me too. Just got up off the mat. We got a bite, we got a bite. Just as I was eating my banana.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that baby doll. Beautiful. Oh. Is he a keeper?
Oh, yeah.
Is he a keeper, babe?
I think so. What do you?
I think so too. I definitely think so.
Go ahead and get everything ready. I was confident, wasn't I?
Nope, you weren't. Now we ready. Okay. Let's see him. Oh, okay. Okay, there's the first catch of the day. My birthday present today is to get to learn how to use the videographer machine. Huh? I'm not sure that's a good present. I'm not sure that's a good present. Just look at this beautiful morning. Just overcast, beautiful morning. Dennis is all set up out here. No. Just sitting here on the lake. It's so pretty. Oh, that is. The fish fooling with that bait, but it hadn't took it yet. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful morning.
Yep. Just finishing up her coffee.
Huh?
I said, you're just finishing up with your coffee. Been about an hour since we caught that fish. Time to catch another one.
Yeah, you gotta catch a fish. Coffee's gone.
Starting to warm up a little bit.
Yep, it is.
So far, it's been a pleasant, very pleasant morning.
Yes, it's been a nice morning.
I've enjoyed being out with my favorite fishing partner. Come on, fish, get one of these.
I think that this December, we're coming up on 60, 59, right?
I think so. Let's figure it out.
Oh, let's
If
see.
I get a calculator.
It's 2020 and we got married in 61. I believe it's 59. Are we going to go to Hawaii on our 60th anniversary?
Well, sure.
Yeah,
Well, sure.
okay. Hawaii. I've never been there.
We need to set up a GoFundMe page first.
Go fund me. I want to go. I'm 80 years old. I want to go to Hawaii. That's a good fund me page. Old people matter.
Yeah.
OPM. Old people matter. How are they going to know? Do they have cameras up? Do they have cameras up?
What?
It says you are responsible for damage caused by your wave. So the only way they could know is if they have cameras up. Will this wave cause any damage? Oh,
I don't know, but I've been recording all that. I've had this thing recording, didn't even realize it.
oh shoot. Well, I'm just going to show a picture of this really jumbo stick we caught. But no number 2 fish. Well, whatever that is, it's right here, Dennis. Look. Whatever that is jumping around, it's probably going to try to get your bait here. Oh no. What did we say? Darn. Huh?
Wish this would get off.
Yeah. Maybe you will. Oh man. What a beauty. Number 2. Let me get the net. Here. Oh, you got him. Oh, you got him.
Might have got off.
Huh?
That one might have got off. It'd be good if he did.
Number 2. Dennis said he'd give him until 10 o'clock. I think we're close to that. Yep, 4 minutes away. He looks a little bigger than the other one.
I sure hope that.
I do too, honey. Hold him up there for me real quick. Oh, I didn't get it on video.
Huh?
Okay.
You got him?
Yeah, number 2. I think I did. I don't know.
It's hard to say what will happen.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Go ahead.
Whatever I've got on this video, just have to accept it, forgiven. Splash. Let him bleed out in the water. And now we pray the other one got off. There was 2 on at one time.
Stretched out, so give it a turn up. It's still on.
No. Okay, we're emptying out the bait bucket. We have our limit. It's a little past 10. Dennis gave him till 10 o'clock. And then he says he was going home. But we might ride around the lake a little bit. Stop for a few minutes, maybe eat a peanut butter cracker and drink a lemonade or something. Just enjoy the morning. It's getting a little bit warm now. Poor guy. I told him no wonder he comes home and takes a nap. He wore me out just watching him. I haven't done anything but sit here and get in his way. He's convinced me. I know now what this birthday trip was about.
Some people say, most people say they go fishing to relax.
No, not you.
I wear myself out there.
This birthday trip, what it was really all about, it was like convincing me we really need a float boat. If I'm going to be going, otherwise stay home and fish out of this boat. So we might just be looking around. We're probably going to take a little ride right now. Yes, there he is, second catch of the day. We're going to put him in the cooler.
Yeah.
We're going to try to put him in the cooler. Take out our lemonades, maybe. Would that help? couple of them anyway. Good luck. Oh man. We need a bigger cooler.
I've got bigger coolers, but it takes up a lot of room.
I know. Hence, we need a float boat. Okay, we're gonna move on now.
What do you think? What do you think?
We had a great day. It was fun. Caught 2 fish, 2 big fish. It's hot now. We're gonna head home soon.
Yeah, we're going to ride around a minute and cool off, then we'll...
And then we're gonna start shopping for a float boat.
All right.
Oh,
Let's see.